According to the American magazine Reader's Digest, history is stranger than fiction, and it may become more daring and more terrifying as well. In this video we'll show you 6 strange and terrifying facts. King Tutankhamun's parents were probably brothers. The magazine reported that researchers had reached strange facts about the family of Tutankhamun, as they suggested that his father was the pharaoh Akhenaten who ruled in the 14th century BC, while the identity of his mother remained largely unknown. But samples of his DNA, as well as those from other mummies, revealed that his mother may have been one of Akhenaten's sisters. The magazine pointed out that this strange marriage is what explains King Tut's suffering from health problems and bone deformities. It is known that this type of forbidden relationship was widespread in ancient Egypt. Someone who tried to save Abraham Lincoln from assassination, and struggled for the rest of his life. The magazine reported that many are aware of the assassination of U.S. President Abraham Lincoln, in 1865. But at that moment, next to the president and his wife was another man to his left, Officer Henry Rathbone, and his fiancée Clara Harris. After the killer shot the president, Rathbone tried to knock him down, but he failed and was hit by a dagger. Rathbone experienced this bad memory for the rest of his life, and felt responsible for the killer's escape. In the following years, he suffered from many health problems, such as stomach disease and heart palpitations, and his mental state deteriorated, and he ended up killing his wife, attempting suicide, and spending the rest of his life in a mental hospital. In the year 1494, Europe was about to witness an outbreak of zombies. The magazine stated that the Renaissance in Italy was one of the most important stages in the history of the European continent, but this stage was also accompanied by a dark side, as the sailors returning from the New World, America, brought with them syphilis, which spread throughout the ranks of the French army. The soldiers also brought a smallpox epidemic to all of Europe, and there were no antibiotics at the time, so the disease spread. The magazine pointed out that the victims of this disease suffered from deformation of the skin, scattering and ulcers, and in some cases the nose, lips and some parts of the body completely disappeared. Which makes these patients look like the zombies or the zombies who come back to life in horror movies. Re-exhumation of a woman believed to be a vampire. The magazine said that many have heard of witch trials during the 19th century, but what about the accusation of vampires? In the late 19th century, a type of tuberculosis spread in Rhode Island and Vermont, Connecticut in the United States, and the population did not know how to act. Since those infected with this disease were suffering from pallor of the face and dryness of the body, the residents believed that these were victims of a vampire's bite. And soon the search for this monster began. A family has been accused of being behind the epidemic, and the graves of Mother Mary Brown and her 2 daughters have been exhumed in the village of Exeter in Rhode Island. At the time, the residents believed that the deceased girl, 19-year-old Morsi, was a vampire, so her liver and heart were burned and the ashes mixed with water, and given to patients as a cure. Thomas Edison made a scary doll.
The magazine reported that Thomas Edison made many successful inventions, but one of his biggest failures was his attempt to create a talking doll. In the year 1890, he began making these dolls using wooden bodies and ceramic heads, and placing a sound machine in the chest area, broadcasting songs to hypnotize children. The magazine pointed out that these dolls were actually frightening voices and faces as well, and represented a nightmare for many, and they also suffered from many technical defects and ease of breaking, and therefore this product did not meet with success. Dentures were made from the teeth of dead soldiers. The magazine stated that dentists in the 19th century were able to manufacture dentures to help those suffering from tooth loss or decay, but they were made of plates made of ivory, in which real human teeth are installed. Some garbage collectors were tasked with exhuming corpses in the battlefields, and selling the teeth to doctors, who were sterilizing, polishing and installing them. Please don't forget to like the video and press the subscribe button.